Right over here for prisonplanet.tv viewers, and it's clear I'm going to get you up for a full 2 hours in the near future because your knowledge is so great. It's so refreshing and buoying when I do connect with people like you who see it, because we're literally losing our soul. But here's National Intelligence Council, ISS, European Union, Global Governance 2025 at a critical juncture. Give me a document cam shot. And the National Intelligence Council, Global Trends 2025, a transformed world, they say that by 2025, they're going to have us totally drugged, totally brainwashed, and that they're going to start genetically engineering us as literal suboids. I'm not the one saying this. And that they're going to just basically kill the majority of us. Has your research brought you into this? Because I'm showing these reports. I've read the quotes, you know, in the last 2 years on air. I mean, this is so diabolical. This is what they call full spectrum dominance. Did you run into any of the transhumanist, eugenicist, human engineering plans when you were researching these people?
No, unfortunately, those are top secret, and I was not granted top secret access to those things. That's something however, I know that's those are subjects that Iran obviously has looked at. I wouldn't say it, to be fair about this, I wouldn't say that they are totally involved in this. But what you have to realize is that if you set the parameters, if you set the background, if you say, yeah, you can do that because that is a rational thing to do, you're falling into that kind of trap. So even though they may not be the ones who actually set up the test tubes, who actually shoot you give you the injection, they're the ones who are saying that is the right thing to do, and go ahead and do it.
Yeah, they're the brains that set up the new philosophy or thought paradigm that says survival of the fittest, because that's what they state. They say if we don't do this, someone else will do it, and they say if we don't have full spectrum dominance, somebody's going to set up a new weapon system that will destroy the earth. So we've got to take over with pure hard-nosed evil. Kind of like Churchill said, the truth must be guarded by a bodyguard of lies.
Right, exactly. It's just awful because. Which is my main point, which is it's a lack of ethical considerations. Nowhere, when you deal with people like this, do you get an approach of thinking, well, is this the right thing to do or the wrong thing to do? It's just a very simple thing that we're taught when we're children. You shouldn't do this. You shouldn't hit Johnny if he hasn't done anything to you. You shouldn't steal. You shouldn't do things that are bad because they're ethics. These guys don't think in terms of ethics.
Well, what happened 9 years ago? The media tried to sell us that torture was good, even of people's children.
Exactly.
And Jack Bauer was our hero.
Yes, I know. It was appalling. Well, at least Jack Bauer always apologized in a way, and because it had to be done. But, I mean, these other guys, they laughed about it. Remember Abu Ghraib? They made a joke out of it. And we were torturing these people. Regardless of whether they deserved it or not, we are Americans. We don't torture. We don't do that. But undeniably, we were doing it, and it was authorized at the highest levels of government. I'm ashamed every time I think of that. I'm ashamed of being American when I hear things like that.
Well, just so you know, sir, they have declassified a lot of this. I mean, I'm reading to you from Global Governance 2025, National Intelligence Council, European Union Security Studies Division, and then I've got the Pentagon U.S. Division here in the second report, Global Trends 2025, a transformed world, where they talk about turning us into biological androids, and they say the trend is we will be biological androids by 2025. By that, they will totally have full spectrum brainwashing through television, through the culture. They say they're going to remove all of our false morals so they can pre-program. So that's why they don't like real Christians. That's why they don't like Muslims. You can make a judgment about radical Muslims that they're bad or whatever. I mean, I'm not even defending their view of stoning women or whatever. Right. My point is they don't fit into the corporate Borg. The Borg have landed, and it's the Pentagon thinkers, and they're saying we're going to wipe everybody out. And so anybody that doesn't fit in their system, anybody that can see our television and can tell it's brainwashing, even if they are cavemen beating their wives, they're coming in and saying, we're going to wipe these people out then. That's
right. That's what I'm saying. We have to take back our country. We cannot allow these people to impose this kind of thinking on us. That's not what America is all about. And as you're talking about androids, in a way that doesn't surprise me because, a lot of these plans came out of a very obscure office out of the Pentagon Pentagon, and I'm sure you're aware of it, called the Office of Net Assessment.
Yes.
Andrew Marshall. And, of course, Andrew Marshall was one of the founders of RAND.
Is he still alive?
There. He's 89 years old, and he's still running it.
Well, no, he was in Wired 2 years ago saying, in the future, it will be the drugs our troops are on, not the weapons. And he talks about how to be in the military, but you're going to get like $1 million a year, they're going to put wiring in your head.
Right, exactly. We're machines. We'll become machines.
No, it is Marshall. I mean, you know everything. No, that's what Marshall at 89 is the grand architect, and he says we're all going to be androids. He thinks he's going to live forever. Have you seen his quotes on that?
Yes, I have.
I mean, he's definitely getting massive life extension right now. That guy runs around like he's 25 years old.
Absolutely. So, and he's still there. And not only that.
But see, that's the ultimate sellout, sir. Will you sell out? Will I sell out for the life extension?
God put me here for a certain lifespan, and when it's my turn to go, I will go.
You're a beautiful person, Alex. I tell you, this guy's incredible. I don't think I've had anybody on in years with this knowledge. I usually say this stuff, people think I'm making it up, but to talk to somebody that actually knows it, sir, stay there. We're going to tell folks how to get your book, final segment, but I want to get you with my producer because I want to get you on in the next month for 2 full hours. This is incredible.
Afraid to answer it? Afraid to answer your door? Did you know that debt settlement, bankruptcy, and attorneys will cost you about 10 times more than you would legally be required to pay creditors? These are not ways to help you get out of debt. They are expensive payment plans. And if you're in debt already, does it make sense to load yourself up with another payment plan? Zero debt in 90 days gets you out of debt in 90 days, guaranteed. And that's the website you need to visit right now, ZeroDebtGuaranteed.com. Zero debt in 90 days gets you out of debt without a payment plan and without attorneys or going to court. ZeroDebtGuaranteed.com is the quickest solution to debt relief on the planet. If you have more than $25,000 in credit card debt, student loans, or difficult mortgage situation, we can help, and we are the only organization to provide written guarantees on the results. Go to ZeroDebtGuaranteed.com. That's ZeroDebtGuaranteed.com.
They helped to create a new world order.
We are part of a new world order.
A new world order based upon collective action.
Invisible Empire is a damning indictment of the globalists through their own words and documents.
The New World Order really is a tool for addressing a new world of possibilities.
It means all the world under their control.
The United Nations would take over America. The Trilateral Commission would control the world.
Invisible Empire chronicles how men of power and influence have worked in stealth for centuries to establish an oppressive world government.
I believe, first of all, that we now need nothing short of a world constitution for the global financial system.
Global governance with the establishment of the G20.
So it's going to be an inner ruling elite and then everyone else. And I got news for you. You're everyone else.
Invisible Empire. Secure your copy today at Infowars.com or PrisonPlanet.com or watch it online in the highest quality at PrisonPlanet.tv.
By the case or by the pallet, Sapaco's Sure Pack MREs are the most well-balanced, great-tasting meals ready to eat available at MyersCustomSupply.com. Sapaco's Sure Pack MREs are great for any situation. Come with or without flameless ration heaters, are easy to transport, and easy to store with a 3 to 5 year shelf life. And you can buy just a case or an entire pallet. Either way, Sapaco's Sure Pack MREs are ready to eat hot or cold. Experience superior customer service from the #1 Sapaco supplier that's been in business since 1997. When you order your Sapaco Sure Pack MREs from MyersCustomSupply.com, get fast free shipping and 5% off your total order by using promo code GCN5 at checkout. Call 1-800-451-6105 or visit MyersCustomSupply.com. That's MEYERS CustomSupply.com or call 800-451-6105. For the lowest prices on the internet, visit MyersCustomSupply.com.
He's the T-Rex of political talk. Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network.
Alex Abella is our guest. You'll definitely hear him back in the near future for a full 2 hours. The website is alexabella.com. The book is Shadow Enemies. Was a previous book. The latest is Soldiers of Reason, the Rand Corporation, the American Empire. This is cold-blooded scientific dictatorship going back 150 years to Galton and others. They were commissioned by the British government. My film Endgame covers it, to come up with a scientific way of full dominance. By the 50s, they called it full spectrum dominance. And the most horrible things you can imagine is their plan. Once they get the Pentagon in your daily life, the secret police, this control grid, 20% of Americans on psychotropic drugs, it's only the beginning. Destroying the family, forcing people into the workforce, both the man and the woman. It's all a master plan, and we'll talk about this more with him in the future. But in the 4 minutes we've got left, then we're going into overdrive with Mr. Lott, the professor, who was going to be speaking at UT tonight, but they canceled it because of the shooting. We're going to be talking to John Lott coming up via cell phone from a car. But, sir, you've got the floor in the last 4 minutes.
Well, nothing. I just wanted to mention that the original title that I had for the book, which was changed with my editor, was Soldiers and Reason, the Rand Corporation, and the Rise of the New World Order. So, I mean, obviously they have been playing along with this. They have been planning it. They have been part of it. They're proud of it. And I just feel that this is something that we all have to do something about. We cannot allow this kind of thinking to prevail. That's not America. That's not our country.
Well, that's not humanity. I mean, humanity as we know it is over under these people's rule.
Yep, exactly. And, you know, they're extending their control over us every day. And the funny thing is that it's being done in such, you know, small measures, so gradually. It's like, you know, like the story of the frog, right? How to keep the frog from jumping out, right? You gradually increase the water temperature, so like in the end, it cooks without even realizing that it's dying. And that's what's happening to this country. That's why, in a way, the first thing, this is one of the things I wanted to do with my book. I want people to regain their minds, because it all starts with your mind, with your conception. Your thoughts are everything, and how you see the world. And once you have knowledge, once you're aware of that, then you can begin to take it back.
Alex, our logo here with Alex Jones at Infowars.com is because there's a war on for your mind. Becoming aware of this full spectrum assault is the beginning of victory. To use one of their own terms, knowing is half the battle. We have to face up to the cold-blooded, almost reptilian attack. And by reptilian, you know, that primitive, unfeeling, just instinctive will to dominate. And everybody working for this compartmentalized system needs to get outside the box and see the big picture.
Absolutely, because it's also seductive. It's so seductive. I mean, you know, who doesn't want a nice car? Who doesn't want a big house and all the accoutrements that go with it? But, you know, first of all, you're not going to get it. And second of all, even if you do get it, there's nothing there, because then you're always, it's like a spinning wheel, you know, it's like you're going round and round and round. You never quite achieve what you want, because you're being trapped in a world in which everything is illusory, and in which everything is like you're being tantalized by these things that you just have to go back and claim your humanity. And that's what we have to do.
Well, exactly. And people inside the power structure, billionaires and others I've talked to, they're scared. They know they're trying to get mountain redoubts, you know, on Pacific Islands, and are literally preparing for the end of the world. And I say, why? And they go, there'll be nothing left. They're taking it all over you. You're right. And I mean, this is full spectrum dominance. But we don't need those wealthy people, part of the power structure, to run from what their associates have created. We have to have an open public debate about this and say, no.
Absolutely.
I'm not taking microchips in my brain.
That's right.
You know, I don't want Google tracking everything I'm doing. I don't want to be forced on drugs. I don't want to be a biological android. Alex, we salute you. I'm going to have my producers call you here in about 3 minutes. God bless you, sir. I hope everybody reads your book.
All right. Thank you.
Amazing interview. We'll be right back, folks.
You are listening to GCN. Visit GCNlive.com today.
This is Alex Jones with 5 good reasons you should consider buying a solar power generator. Number 1, new climate legislation could easily double or triple your electric bill. Number 2, our new energy czar wants to control how much power your electric company allows you to have. It's true. Total government control of electricity in the name of smart grid technology is coming. Number 3, in some areas of the country, the power grid is dangerously overloaded. And now new socialist legislation is only compounding the problem. Number 4, dangerous weather is always a threat to local grids. Every year, thousands of families lose their power from weather-related outages. Number 5, a solar power generator provides powerful backup insurance and peace of mind. Folks, I really believe in the solar power generators offered by Solutions from Science, one of my oldest sponsors. You can get more information at www.mysolarbackup.com. That's mysolarbackup.com. Remember, the government doesn't own the sun, so go to mysolarbackup.com or call 1-877-3